camel's milk. I've tried it once in Uzbekistan. Oh, it's so sour. It's another beautiful day here in Turkmenistan, the least known and visited country in Central Asia. It's a place with incredible Silk Road history and a fascinating nomadic culture that's overshadowed by a post-Soviet totalitarian regime. In my book, it's the closest country that resembles North Korea, but in many ways, this hermit country of 6 million inhabitants goes a step further. I've spent the last few days scratching my head by what I'm actually experiencing. If you're curious to know more, here are 10 wacky things about Turkmenistan. 1. White marble buildings.
In the Central Asia, especially in Turkmenistan, we have the really hot weather. If you use the marble inside of the building, it's really cool.
There are so many ways to spend tens of billions of dollars, and Turkmenistan spends it in glorifying their capital of Ashgabat. The skyline is covered in thousands of giant white marble buildings and monuments, and by nighttime, it looks like the Las Vegas Strip. 2. Empty streets. Despite all these shiny buildings, the streets are absolutely dead until about 8 p.m. In the evening, some life comes out in the various parks and cafes, but I tell you, it's surreal to drive down these massive boulevards without any other cars. 3. Turkmenbashi Mosque. The former dictator ordered this mosque to be built in 2004, costing over $1 billion US. Whoa, you got it. That's crazy. That's a huge door. It's called a spiritual mosque because it's not made by the laws of Islam. Instead, it's made by the laws of Turkmenbashi himself. And you guessed it, there's not a soul in sight. It's completely empty. 4. Gates of Hell. The accidentally man-made Darvaza gas crater in the middle of the Karakum Desert has been raging in flames since 1971. A Soviet scientist dug it out as he was searching for natural gas, then lit it on fire to try to get rid of it, and thus it's still burning to this day. 5. White cars. The former dictator made it illegal to have a black car in the city, and today about 90% of cars you see are white. I guess it matches quite nicely with the white marbled buildings, but to be honest, it's spooky as hell. 6. Olympic Village.
Now we are in the Olympic Village in Ashgabat.
The 2017 Asian Indoor and Martial Arts Games was held in Ashgabat, so they spent a whopping $5 billion on making a giant sports village. And they even have their own monorail system right above me, transportation to get around this place. It contains over 30 sporting arenas and a 65,000 seat football stadium with a massive white pearl horse statue in the middle. Not a bad complex for a one-time use. 7. Censorship. The internet is completely censored by the government, blocking all social media apps and mainstream news sources. The only apps that worked on my phone were Gmail and Skype, and the Wi-Fi is extremely slow. 8. Star symbol.
We have 2 meanings about the 8-pointed star. The first meaning is in the Muslim way, so it means the 8 ways to the paradise, and the second one, it was one of the symbol of our ancestor.
The 8-pointed star is literally seen everywhere and you cannot escape it. The emblem is all over the floors, walls, fences, monuments, and even all over the airport. Whoa. 9. Funky Wedding Palace. The 67-meter tall wedding palace overlooks all of Ashgabat and is one of the weirdest buildings I've ever seen. If you're planning to get married, then why not do it in this huge white and gold disco ball? 10. Giant Ferris wheel. So we're about to ride the world's largest covered Ferris wheel. Verified by Guinness World Records, this is the largest indoor Ferris wheel on Earth. The result? Not a person around. We're the only people here. Completely empty. Finally, I am back in my fancy 5-star hotel after a wild 4 days across Turkmenistan. I really enjoy places that are different, and Turkmenistan certainly qualifies as unique. The fun is going to continue tomorrow as I'm off to Yemen via a 24-hour layover in Istanbul. All I know is that this is where the real adventure is going to begin. I'm excited, I'm nervous, I'm anxious, but I know I'm going to get good stories for you guys, and I will see you later. Good night here from Ashgabat. See ya. I'm Binsky, and if you like my travel videos, please click subscribe and join me as I plan to visit every country in the world.